Hello everybody, it's the next video on the 365-day magic challenge. Today we have a really great trick. It's called Fortune Teller Prediction by A Magical Tale. That's the name of the company, A Magical Tale. So I'm going to play the part of the spectator, because there needs to be a spectator here for this trick. So I'm going to play the part of the spectator and the magician. So here we go. Alright, now for this I went to a fortune teller a couple of years ago, and they said that on this day today, open up this prediction that I'm going to give you. Now, Lulu is the fortune teller's name, and Lulu actually speaks Italian. Now, she wrote all the instructions down in Italian, as you can see right there. So, I know enough Italian to get by and at least do the instructions. I don't know much Italian, but I think I know enough to at least read these instructions. So, here we go. Let's go with the first line. Caro Americo, which means my dearest friend. Cerna un volontiero, which means please select a volunteer. Again, I'll be playing the part of volunteer. Fragili Sagianelli on Carta del Mazzo, which means please select a playing card. So we're going to have the spectator choose a card, and I'll shuffle up the cards here before we get started. All right, and we'll do two. Two should be okay. All right, just like that. So now they'll pick a card. They tell me stop whenever they want. Right there. That's good. That's the card right there. Alright, now I'm going to place the card down right here so I can look at it later. That way I won't look at it so I know exactly what the card is. I'm going to place the cards back here. We don't need the rest of the deck. Mostra la foto in cuno tengo in mano la carta selecta, which means show them the photo and it will be their selected card. You're going to love this. It's really, really cool. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Lulu. You can see her peeking out there over the top. See Lulu peeking out there? There we go. There's Lulu. And ladies and gentlemen, your card. Well, it's all 52. Okay, wait a minute. Let's try again. Let's try again. Hang on, wait a minute. It says, non si sono applausi, gala la carta, which means no applause, turn over the card. And let's see what the card was. 5 of spades. We turn it over, and we see the 5 of spades. All right. That's pretty cool. And let's see, there's a little bit more instructions here. Viola, which means applause, and buona fortuna, Lulu. Good fortune, Lulu. Alright, so that is fortune teller prediction. This trick is great. I don't really use this trick as much, but it's a great principle on the 52 cards principle. This is the 52 cards principle, where you have all 52 cards on one picture. It gets a laugh. It's supposed to be more of a gag than anything. So it's not really meant to be a trick. It's more of a gag because you show all 52, you turn it over, and there's the selected card. It's a really, really great trick. I love this trick. I do. I like performing it, but I don't do it that much just because I think there's some stronger magic out there than this. But this does get a laugh. And, you know, it depends on the kind of show I'm performing at. I wouldn't necessarily do this for kids. You could because the fortune teller is not very scary on here. She's kind of, you know, she's okay for kids. But, you know, it depends on the kind of show and the kind of vibe I'm going to be performing at. So, I don't really know if I would do this too much, but, you know, it's a great trick, and I like it. You know, I like it. And I like pulling off the fake Italian there, too. I like pretending to know Italian. That's kind of fun to read the Italian off the page and kind of pretend like I know what I'm talking about. Because, you know, I fake the Italian in that, and I love that. I love going to si sono applausi. You know, I'm kind of like faking the Italian. I sometimes I do an Italian accent, too, like si sono applausi kind of thing. But it's a great trick, and, you know, it's not really meant to fool people like some of the other magic out there. It's kind of meant just to be a gag and kind of get a laugh. So, if that's your style of performing, which is mine, I like getting laughs when I'm on stage and, you know, making people feel good and laugh and all that great stuff, then I recommend getting the trick. But, you know, if comedy's not really your style, I don't really know if this is going to be a trick for you. Because the 52 on one principle, this principle where you have 52 cards printed on one picture, is not really for everyone's style of magic. So, it might not be for your style. But it's a great trick, and go check it out. Go check out the Magic Tales as well, because they put out some They put out a couple tricks right now. They're going to put out a few more later. But they put out a couple right now. And, you know, there was a little look. I mean, all the tricks are kind of made like this on these jumbo cards. So you can do this on stage and everyone can see. They have a trick where they've done a Vegas story. Where it's like you want to have a birthday party in Vegas. Your friends and family won't let you. And then automatically or ultimately they throw you a surprise party in Vegas. There's one where it's like this. It's the 3.5 of clubs on a giant card like this. Where what you do is you say for the 3.5 of clubs, you have the spectator choose a card, and you say, okay, whatever you got, we're going to go ahead and we're going to subtract half from that or something. So if you get a 4, the prediction will be a 2. And then you pull out like a 6, or you pull out like something, and it doesn't equal to what it's supposed to be. So it's like a 3, it'd be a 3.5. There's no 3.5 card, then you pull out a 3.5 card. It's kind of cool. So that's the trick. Fortune teller prediction. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in my next video for the 365-day Magic Challenge.